Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel Rapid Data IT Solutions. Once again, we will be talking about applying rules inside a custom extension of an existing migration object in the LTMC or the migrate your data. In the previous video, which is part of this series as well, we spoke. We explained how you can add an additional field or custom field as part of the template, which is an extension of an existing migration object. We took the inventory object, inventory stock inventory migration object as an example, and we had gone through that, and we could successfully manage to create the extension and activate and generate the object for the project. Now in this session we are going to talk about um, a custom field based rule for that same field actually. So let's do it. I've done an example, you can see it here, but we're going to create it newly. So let's create a new rule and let's call it z ref field. Okay, z reference doc substring. So we're going to take as an example only initial 30 characters of the input value, and that will come from the template as an example. Now this is just an example, and you can apply the same process for the real situation, real project requirements. So let's call it imp underscore doc underscore ref and the export call exp underscore doc underscore ref, and let's take we have to take the same character length as part of the, which is the actual length of the field, and I'll show you what I mean by that a bit later. And let's give a description: import document reference number, export document reference number. Now we can put the code here. Our code is very simple. So we are going to take this import doc reference and take only 30 initial 30 characters and pass on to the export. So exp underscore doc underscore ref equals to imp underscore doc underscore ref plus 1 comma 30. This is the above syntax to take only 30 characters from starting from the first character in the in this field basically. So let's save it, and you can check the syntax as well, and you can apply the preprinter, and so this is done. So now we can go to the field mapping. Now let me just quickly show you what I mean by the number of characters. So now you can see this particular field can take, the length of the field is 35. So you can look at this this field in the import structure of the Bapi goods movement create, as you have seen in the previous video, and you can find out that the length of this import field is, or this field in this import, in the import structure of the header, is 35. So when we get the data back from the function call, we have to make sure that the length of the export that is coming as the input for this field is of the right length, which is 35. So basically, so instead of dragging and dropping directly here, we are going to pass on this value to the function which we have written here, and then the export of the function will be the input for this target value. So we're just calling an intermediate function call. So go inside this one, double click, and then you can use, so instead of the rule as move, we can use the rule as this one, and we have to pass on the value that you are passing to the import of this function call, which is this reference long, and say okay, and that's going to be the input. That's going to be the input for this function call, and then the function call will return the this the export to this particular one. Okay, so let's save it, and if we once we save it, we can generate the runtime object, and let's see if it generates. If it doesn't, then it should throw an error, and we can then try to figure out what the error is. But let's see if it works. So it worked. So it could generate the object, and the, so if you go inside this again, it's not a direct move from the source to the target structure. Instead, it's calling a function call to do some kind of manipulation of data before passing on to the import of the function module. And we, in the next one, will talk more about the LTMOM. Thank you for watching for today. We'll see you next week. Thank you.